Okay, I got a bit of a song here for this. Hold on. There's a hole in the world like a great black pit in the vermin world inhabit it, and the moles are north where a pig could spit, and it goes by the name of London. At the top of the holes, a privileged few make mockery of the vermin at the lower zoo, turning beauty into filth and greed. I too have sailed the world and seen its wonders, for the cruelty of men is as wondrous as Peru, but there's no place like London. That's from Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Johnny Depp sings that. Anyway, we are doing London next, which is the last singularity that I did while reading, like the singularities on my own when I was playing single, like not recording, solo like ages ago. So I'll know like what's gonna happen for part of this, and then at some point it's just gonna be I don't even know what the dialogue is, so I don't know, might be total surprises. I honestly don't remember even any of the dialogue that I've mostly like read here. Aside from like for Yuki, I kind of remembered pretty well because I don't know, it was pretty good and unique and kind of start for everything. But yeah, after this, I'm gonna be like totally in the dark about what's happening in the story. Pretty much anyway, aside from like characters appearing and disappearing and stuff. Fourth singularity, the Mist City of London unlocked. The fourth Grand Order is set in 1888 AD, during the Industrial Revolution, a period in which the British Empire reached an unprecedented heights of development and prosperity. London is cut off from the rest of the world by a lethal, otherworldly fog. What? I mean, that's... Is that accurate? I don't think that's accurate. I don't think... It's maybe shrouded off from the rest of the world by fog, but... I don't think it's lethal. Deep within the miasma. I mean, that was the Great Stink of 1858, if I remember right. I'm gonna say 1858, where the River Thames was like so polluted with garbage, people dumping it in there for like basically since Roman times, and in the Victorian era, you know, Michael Faraday and a sort of chemist kind of like warned like this would happen a year before, whereas like a really hot summer is gonna cause all this garbage to like dry up as like the water level goes down. It's gonna stink like crazy as like all this garbage melts in the sun. And that happened shortly after, and people were like vomiting, like, you know, it was just miserable. And you had the British Parliament like, you know, hanging up chlorine towels, just trying to cover up the smell. They also tried moving back to the old Parliament building because the new one was like located right next to the river, but they couldn't. And so they tried all these problems not to fix it, all these solutions not to fix the actual problem. But eventually they realized there was no other solutions, and so they actually like, you know, cleaned out the River Thames and made it what is more today. Bit of history though. Anyway. I guess miasma just made me think of that. Deep within the miasma, the fourth Holy Grail stores. Alright, so let's get into it. To London. My experience, I've been to London actually before. Oh, there's a woman. Hold on, woman. Maybe I'll just click so she just keeps stepping. Ha ha ha. What is this fog? My body is losing more and more strength. Not only that, all this time, something's been chasing me all this time. I'm sorry. Yeah, I went to London once. It was not, we didn't intend to stay there. We were like planning to go to Scotland. It turns out though, like the people planning the flights kind of messed up a lot, and we got kind of stuck in London, and they just set us up at a hotel, and it was like a really bad hotel. Like it was, imagine this. Okay, so it's near the airport. So you got like planes landing and flying and like while you're sleeping, just very close. Like it's not even that far. So you're just hearing planes all night. And then there's also like, as you're walking into your room, there's like a weird chemical smell in the hallway. I don't know. It smelled like a salty chemical is how I would describe it. And I don't know why. I noticed like reviews from like years ago before this complaining about the same thing. So I don't know why they do that. I don't know who wants the hallways of the hotel smelling like sea salt chemicals, but it was not a good time. Fortunately, we were able to leave that the next morning and actually continue on to our trip to Scotland, but it was kind of bad. But I don't know. At least now I can say I spent a night in England. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Heathrow Airport, by the way, just miserable. Don't go there. Do not go to Heathrow Airport. Anyway, it's been a bit. I should actually go with the story now. I'm sorry. Huh? When did you get in front of me? Oh. No, stay away. Oh, no. Don't come near me. I don't know you. What are you? What the hell are you? I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. But I want to go home. I want to go home. Go home, go home, go home, go. So, I mean, we really, really want to go home, okay? Eek, no, please stop. Stop, 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 stop. What's that thing you're holding? Stop it, please. Just don't come near me. I'm sorry. Shank. Good morning, senpai. You're looking quite pale today. Have any great dreams? You couldn't sleep at all? That's no good. You must get plenty of rest while you're in Chaldea. Rest is also an important part of our mission. Like I told you before, we are... I had a scary dream. A spooky dream. You had a... Did you so you did have a dream. What kind of dream was it? It's just a guess, but could it be my, the dream was like a horror movie. I see. That's good to hear. What? Why? MASH? Are you, were you thinking? Were you planning? No, it's nothing. This is sus. Someone hit the button on this ship or whatever we're in. I don't know. The meeting's about to start, so let's get to the control room. You've had breakfast already, right? Then let's go. The doctor is waiting. Good morning, everybody. Good timing. We just finished prepping. Let's start with the analysis of information from last time. Observing the era of King Solomon, where a summoning spell was called the 72 Demon Gods was used, right? That's right. Let me start with the result. There was nothing wrong with King Solomon's era. Singularities could not be observed around the 10th century BC. Basically, what that means... Unfortunately, as Romani said, those who called themselves the 72 Demon Gods had nothing to do with King Solomon. Why is that? Oh, how do I put it? Think of it as like a mystery novel, one where the suspect's alibi stands. If King Solomon had used the 72 Demon Gods, we definitely would have detected it. Or at least seen signs that he released his 72 Demon Gods, towards the future from 10th century BC. But there was nothing unusual during King Solomon's time, which means his era remains part of the correct human history. Therefore, Lavliner, those calling themselves demon gods appeared to be from completely different era. So, King Solomon has nothing to do with them. Well, of course. That's not the case of if King Solomon had been serving someone else as a servant, right? Correct. Like Felunarara, one can simply use Solomon as a familiar in his own era. That way, one could also control the 72 demon gods. Sorry, using the 72 demon gods as familiars, but that's assuming those things really exist. Besides, I don't think King Solomon is the kind of person that would aid such evil. Servants obey their masters. Forgive me, Doctor, but it's a servant's nature to obey their master. As long as it's the master's command, the King Solomon would have no choice but to obey, right? Such a villain couldn't summon King Solomon. It's not like the Holy Grail war in Feyuki. Chaldea's summoning system comes into effect only if the master and the heroic spirit both agree to it. Oh, and you have a point. I came to Chaldea because I agreed too. The director back in then was a fine mage. I agreed to the contract because I can trust him. I told you before, didn't I? I'm Chaldea's third successful summon. It's definitely worth nothing. Noting, I mean. So you're servant number 3? Number 2 is right in front of you. It's MASH. As for number 1, no one knows at this point. I wonder if number 1 is King Solomon. Number 1 and number 2 are treated as confidential matters. Only the previous director knew the details. Senpai, the heroic spirit who rescued me is number 2. Not that I know his true name or skills. Foo! Director Mary didn't even know anything about number 1 either. Marie. Yeah, Marie Animosphere. Rep. The previous director kept all of number 1's data under wraps. Now that I think about it, perhaps the previous director's death wasn't an accident, but a murder. It's likely that Lev disliked the successful number 1. No, the heroic spirit summoning system itself. It's so much so that he killed the previous director. Oh, but I think number 1 ended in failure, since even MASH's heroic spirit, number 2 ended in an incomplete summon. For Chaldea, completely successful heroic spirit summons started with me, number 3. Got all these numbers and 72 demon gods. Hold on. Okay. Also, number 1's existence itself is suspicious. I think number 1 may have been summoned by accident. That's because fate, the heroic spirit summoning system's foundation, was at long last proven with number 2's help and... Ahem, Miss Leonardo, we are going to start the race shift soon, so would you mind getting it ready? Yeah, get me out of here. Whoops, slip of my tongue. Well, that's it for me. Now, in any case, for the remaining 4 singularities, it's possible the mastermind lurks in one of these eras. After all, they're... Okay, this is continuing from the previous recording, so... Voice is still difficult, even though I drank some chocolate milk, but... We're gonna hang in there and get through this. After all, There are no abnormalities in any other era. If we crush each singularity, we'll find the culprit. Now, let me explain the details of our order. This time, the fourth singularity is in the 19th century. Of the seven, it's the singularity closest to the modern times, but no need to be surprised. This is a time when servants rise and flourish. In this era, mankind makes huge strides. In other words, the Industrial Revolution. It's a definitive turning point in mankind's history. Even from the standpoint of the consumer society, this is when mankind makes a huge leap towards modern times. Your specific destination will be the dazzling, lavish British Empire. Surprisingly, it's specific to the capital, London. This differs from the widespread approach of the other singularities. Yeah, it's just the city. What do we have? There was France, there was the Roman Empire, and then there was the seas. And Fuyuki, I guess. Fuyuki would maybe be the closest to this. But I don't know, I guess they don't count that. Maybe this time, you won't have to walk yourselves to death after all. There are carriages and trains. That is, of course, you can manage to use them. If you can manage to use them, since some abnormalities have been detected. Soon, the singularity, that is 19th century London, will be incinerated. It will vanish. You must stop it. Find the Holy Grail and correct the fourth singularity. Understood. So we'll be walking inside the city this time. Yes, that's right. Lucky you. London is the city of fog. If only I could go with you all. Please get Sherlock Holmes's autograph if you see him. Doctor, this isn't a vacation. Right. Oh, one more thing. Sherlock Holmes is a fictional character. I'm guessing it will be hard to get his autograph. I'm sorry, but please give up. Right. Wait. Mash, you too? Excuse me? Are you a Holmes fan too? Isn't he the best, the world's best detective? The little grey cells. That's Hercule Poirot. He appeared in the books written by Agatha Christie. I know Edgar Allan Poe was the creator of the whole kind of detective mystery genre, basically. With C. Auguste Dupin, I think was his character. I think he had like three books or something on that. 3 stories. But yeah, he was kind of the creator of that genre. Oh, that's right. Okay, let's get back on track. Alright, are you ready? The world hasn't been incinerated yet, so let's reclaim our future. Alright, mission start. Yes, senpai. Unsummon program start. Spiritron conversion start. Ray shift starting. 3, 2, 1. All procedures cleared. Grand order. Commencing operation. Skadoosh! Fourth singularity, grand order. Woo. The Mist City, London. Oh, Old Street. You can have a look around. Oh, there's Letters from Whitechapel. You ever see that game? It's an interesting, like, kind of board game. You have one character playing like Jack the Ripper, and I'm pretty sure, spoiler alert, Jack the Ripper is here. I'm pretty sure we'll meet them soon, but that just kind of, that and just looking at this map, kind of like of London, kind of had me thinking of that game. Anyway. Let's do the first section, and then we'll maybe do summons after that. This might be a bit long. I don't know, we'll see how long it is. Section 1. London, the city of demonic fog. Very shift successful. It seems we can't see very well in our current conditions. Fog? No, could it be smoke? This is extremely dense. In the sky, I can see the same circle of light as before, but with all this fog and pollution, it's obscured. Fog and smoke engulfing the city? That's fairly common for the Industrial Revolution. Another thing is, like, I think there were cables all over the place back then because of Thomas Edison's, like, alternate or direct current. You kinda needed to have, like, cables all over the place. And so you would just have, like, the sky covered in cables and everything. But it didn't really last long, I don't think. I'm picking up an abnormal amount of magical energy readings. It's very dense, really dense. No, this may be a little too dense. It's like the atmosphere is saturated with magical energy. It's poisonous to life forms, this fog. Mash, Felunavava, how are you feeling? There's nothing wrong with me, probably because I'm a demi-servant. How about you, Senpai? You don't seem to be any different than usual. Same as usual. As always, I guess. Good to hear, but try not to enter the dense fog if you can. Felunavava is okay. Huh. Indeed. There are no significant vital sign changes. I'm a bit... Yeah, it was more like that voice. I'm a bit surprised. I have analysis result of that fog. I'm positive that it's harmful to organisms. It would threaten a normal human's life to breathe, if they breathed it. Is this gonna give us all, like, cancer in, like, 40 years? 50 years? Mages, monster servants, and phantasmals have innate magical resistance. So for them, it's a different story. So of course, Mash is fine, but how is Felunavava alright? I wonder. Maybe it's a poison resistance skill? Really? It could be part of Mash's benefits, or rather, the benefits of a heroic spirit Mash fused with. Maybe the servant that fused with Mash has high poison resistance, or a strong blessing skill. And its protection extends to the master. That could be why Felunavava is safe. That, or maybe we just needed to come up with some plot explanation, and this is what we settled on. I'm happy to be of use, Senpai, but it seems strange to call it a skill. Well, Felunavava is human after all. We'll call it poison resistance skill, temporary, in brackets, then. Why is it temporary? Should I be concerned? Okay. How temporary? I see. Temporary, is it? Yeah, she's got the same question. For now, London has turned into a city of death enveloped by a magical fog. How does it look around there? Do you see any victims? No, Doctor. It's completely deserted. It's currently 2 p.m., but there's not a single carriage, or even a pedestrian in sight. I don't see any victims. There's just nobody here. It's like an abandoned city. Also, as far as we can see from the street, all the doors and windows and buildings are shut tight. After people started falling victim to the fog, the survivors must have taken refuge indoors. I've also detected multiple life readings in the surrounding buildings. Oh, jeez. I heard a scratch on the door and it was my cat. She does that sometimes. Sometimes it freaks the heck out of me. Need a bit of a... calm down moment after that. Okay. They're likely survivors. No doubt they're in trouble being trapped indoors. Let's do what we can. Yes, you're right, Senpai. If we obtain and destroy the Holy Grail, the existence of this abnormal London will be corrected too. I am sure that applies to all the residents who lost their lives because of this fog. And those who are indoors taking shelter from the fog. Everyone, basically. If Senpai and I can bring things under control here, all phenomena related to magical energy, magical fog should disappear. It'll be as if there were no damage or harm at all. So, you see, what I'm trying to say is... Mash is trying to say Senpai is a nice person, right? ... Oh, Now you do this right. Huh? Should I have not said that? Wait, did I say something wrong? Wait a minute. Vital reaction detected. It's time for a battle. Oh. So, okay. Who the hell are you guys? You're breathing in a place. Whoop. You're breathing in a place with that dense fog without croaking. You obviously aren't ordinary humans. So, which is it? Friend or foe? I could ask the same question. Doctor, is she human or maybe? I see. I'm wondering the same. There's too much magical energy in this area. I can't get a clear reading. I mean, think about it. We're in 1888 London, and she's wearing, like, plate armor. I don't know, she's got, like, a sword. I feel like maybe this could be a servant instead of a regular 1888 London person. But I don't know. But look at that armor. Yep, okay, they noticed. She's definitely not a typical London citizen. I thought things would be easier, since we're limited to a city. This has gotten quite troublesome. We have no clue who or what she is. An ordinary person happens to have magical resistance, a mage, or maybe a servant. Most like a servant, I mean. I don't think many mages are wearing that armor. I can't tell at all. What do I do? I'm so disoriented here. I've never seen this kind of fog before. Help me, Magi Star Mari. What? London's fog is worse than rumored. What am I supposed to do? There. Calm down, Doctor. The situation... What are they thinking to each other? Are they, like... telepathizing? Telepathicizing? I don't know. Telepathizing? Anyway. Calm down, Doctor. The situation won't improve by consulting internet idols. What are you sneaking around for? If you're not going to attack, well, whatever. I have nothing to do here. Sorry to bother you. The fog is dense around here. You better move if you value your life. We'll do that. Well, yeah. Well, we'll see. See you around. Oh. She's gone. The alley to the north. Right into the dense fog, all alone. Confident. Wait, she left during our huddle? She's so impatient. I wonder if she's a London girl. Is that a comment? That was a huddle? It sounded like she knew what was going on. She probably knows more than us about the current situation in London. Let's follow her. Yes, Senpai, let's go after her. I was just about to say that, but then she just had to go and disappear on me. Dr. Roman. Yes, sorry. About time to get moving. I'll keep careful watch. What? What is that? I can hear something. No vital reactions, but I detect multiple moving bodies. The fog is still obscures magical readings, so I can't get any. The sound is approaching. It's close, Master. Multiple targets closing in at high speed. Assume they're hostile. Break through before you're surrounded. Good judgment will be even more important here. Felu Navarra, be careful. Preparing for battle. Master, your orders. Automata. Do they know 2B? Alright. Let's kill him. Victory. We made it through somehow. We were able to move without being surrounded. Who knew something like that would be lurking in the fog? No wonder nobody's emerged from any buildings. Since there's no doors or windows seem to be kicked in, that must mean they don't break into houses, right? Strange. They're really quite strange. Yes, what bizarre enemies. No, I don't think they were living creatures. We'll call them enemy bodies, for now. Weird name? Okay. They're likely automata, made by Magecraft. Why not call them automata? That's way cooler than enemy bodies. The structure of their remains seems familiar. Some parts are machinery from this era too. I see. I'm sorry, I won't be able to give you any advanced warnings. All of my magical detection readings are in a state of chaos. I only have motion detection at best. This is quite concerning. I feel the same. It's just like the city itself. Fog, smoke. It's like there's a layer of mist surrounding everything. At any rate, we have to act more cautiously than before. Alright, let's go after that goal. Yes, Senpai, let's go. Alright, Whitechapel. I know that one, that street. Alright, let's do our summons. We'll see if we can get this character, because they seem interesting. And, we'll do friendship summons first. Let's see if, anything neat shows up. If not, we'll skip ahead. Alright. Wasn't anything interesting from those, so now let's move on to this. We'll do a 30 summon or 30 cent quartz summon. 11 chances. Alright. They will be unlocked by proceeding through the main quest. Okay, I don't know what that was about, but we will proceed. Come on! Cool lady, cool lady. Reality Marble. Boom's Guard. Bronze Link Manipulator. Sakura's Special Bento. Ushi Wakamaru. The Beginning of Ambition. That one kind of goes hard. That art. Collection of Mysterious Masks. Not seeing what we want. Oh, another collection of Mysterious Masks. Okay. I have 2 collections now of Mysterious Masks. 2 new ones, anyway. Hamarabara Academy Student Council President. So many damn craft essences, no summons. Ryu Doji Temple. Come on, come on. Alright, it's a summon. And it's a Lancer. It's Kukulane. Oh man. These summons, they don't like me. Alright, well. I'm not gonna try again. Cool can. You're gonna get me at least more St. Quartz. I mean, she is kind of cool. But, I don't know. You know what? No, I'm not doing it. We'll end it there. We'll hold on to our St. Quartz. Maybe Krimhilda will come by. And, yeah, maybe next time we can get Krimhilda. Anyway. Till next time. Goodbye.